How brothers searched for treasure. Chinese fairy tale. Once upon a time there lived an old man who worked hard all his life, kept every penny of his meager income on account. So he managed to raise his 3 sons. It's just a pity that he didn't teach them to work and manage their lives as he himself did. So his sons grew up lazy. Each of them only thought about how to overload their work to someone else. However, they were all very afraid of their father and didn't dare to contradict him. That is why they still survived, cultivating half a dozen of the land. But it so happened that the father became weak. Either the disease undermined his health, or old age crept up imperceptibly. No matter how hard the sons tried to put their father on his feet, he was getting worse and worse every day. Sensing that death was near, the father thought more and more about his idle sons. How will they live without me? Will they be able to continue cultivating the land, or will they abandon it altogether? What will happen to them then? These worries didn't give him peace day and night, and he decided to give his sons his testament. He called them to his house one evening and said, "You know how hard I have worked all my life. So I acquired 3 large pots of silver ingots. I hid it in our field. After I'm dead, dig up and you'll have enough silver for the rest of your lifetime." A few days passed and the old man died. The sons buried their father and began to look for silver. All 3 worked tirelessly. They woke up when it was just dawn and went to bed when the moon and stars were already shining in the sky. But even in their dreams they had no peace. They often dreamed of huge pots with shiny silver and luxurious carefree life. They dug for a day, a second, a whole month. They dug up the ground all over the place, but except for stones and fragments of roof tiles, they found nothing. The sons resented the father for playing such a wicked joke on them, but the land after that was dug up like never before. So after consulting, the brothers decided to sow it with wheat. A week later, the rains stopped, the wheat sprouted and began to grow as if from water. The harvest has come. The harvest in the field of the brothers was unprecedented. The wheat stood as a wall above human height. It began to reap and thresh, but there was nowhere to dump. All the sacks that were in the farm were full, and the grain on the threshing floor was still full. They had to go to the neighbors. "Why is the grain harvest is so much this year?" The brothers didn't stop being surprised. Finally, the shrewdest of them concluded, In previous years, we dug the ground in a raw way, but this year we turned everything over almost an arch deep. So how not to grow after that? Only now did the brothers realize that their father did not intend to fool them. There really is silver in the ground. You just have to work hard so that it ends up in your hands.